What up, guys? Here we are back again with a new video for you guys. In the last video where I gave you the 4 tips for saving money and to start MTG Arena, I told you guys that I was going to give you deck techs for all of you that are starting. So this is a budget deck tech for Jeskai Cycling. Jeskai Cycling is a deck where it consists of the cycling mechanic. The more you cycle, the more effects you can do and the more value you can do to your creatures or to cards that are around the deck. So the deck consists of a lot of copies of the same card, and some of them not that much due to the high cost or due to the fact that you don't need them, or you can use them depending on the situation. Let's get 10 likes again to this video. Don't forget to comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more MTG Arena content just for you guys. So this is the deck right here. This is Jeskai Cycling budget. So this deck only consists of commons and uncommons on the main board. In the sideboard, even though it says here that there's one card missing, I don't know why. Probably I by mistake clicked something that was not supposed to click. Let's add another glass casket because is a great card. So in the sideboard, there's again a lot of commons and uncommons, but there's one Defending Clarion that this card is suggestive. You can put as much as you want. It's a rare from Guild to Ravnica, so you guys can check it out. It's a really good card. It deals 3 damage to all of the creatures in the game, or your creatures gain lifelink. So lifelink is a great mechanic, especially on this deck. So let's see what the deck contains. Let's see what the deck does, and then we're gonna do one match like that. You can see it move around and you can see how it works. So the deck consists of 4 Flourishing Fox, 4 Dranith Healers, 4 Valiant Rescuers, 4 Startling Development, Dranith Stinger, 4 of them. Go for blood. It needs 4 Improbable Alliance. There's other cards that you can change this one. I do like the fact that you can use this card, because if you're in late game, you can actually pay 6 mana, draw a card, then discard and hit that trigger once again, because again, it's when you draw a second time. So even in your opponent's turn, if you have a cycling card and then you can go ahead and draw with this one, you're good to go. There's this enchantment that you only run 2, Footfall Crater, that it makes a land that you can tap. Control creature gains trample and haste until end of turn. The MVP card from the deck, Zenith Flare, that it deals X amount of damage to any target. You gain X amount of life, where X is the number of cards with a cycling ability in your graveyard. So the more cards with cycling in your graveyard, the more damage it does. Then we have Frostveil Ambush 4 yet again, and then Boon of the Wish Giver. We need 2 only. These are all cycle cards. Why? Because each of these creatures, like Flourish Fox, for each time that you cycle a card, you get a counter on him. When you cycle, you gain a life. When you cycle, you make a creature. And then when you cycle, you can deal 1 damage to each opponent. Then the other cards that work with the cycling mechanic is Improbable Alliance, that when you draw your second card, you create a 1/1 fairy. And it's good because it's a good blocker. In your lands, I recommend you 5 plains, because you have a lot of white in the deck. 5 islands because of the major extreme blue. 4 mountains, and then 2 of each of these heal lands. Why 2 of each? Because then it's mana fixing in terms of colors, so it's not that bad. Now in your sideboard, you see Blazing Volley that deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Apostle Purifying Light has protection from black. Exile target card from a graveyard. It's a good card to like exile cards that actually do help your opponent. Devourer of Decree, exile target creature or planeswalker. Glass Casket, that it's another exile creature card. Aether Gust is a good card versus red and green, that you can, the opponent chooses, you choose target spell. or permanent, and he chooses to put it on the bottom or on the top. Scorching Dragonfire is a good removal, deals 3 damage to target creature, and if it dies, it gets exiled. A counter, just in case if you're going with those heavy counter decks, and then Defending Clarion when you go against heavy creature decks, including this one. So if you guys see this sideboard, I would recommend you guys to make any type of changes you guys want. I will leave a link where you guys can get this deck, and like that you guys can export it if you guys want. But this is a really fun deck. I really do love it. I have played it before. It's super extremely fun. It depends on the hands that you get, but this is a great deck like that you can build off the bat, because again, it consists of commons and uncommons. Commons and uncommons, you can find them as quick as you want. Plus, the whole point of like the lands are easy to get as well because they're common, and the cards in your sideboard, again, it depends on the situation that you get into. If you go against a heavy control deck, you can add the Mystical Disputes. You can add the I don't think Apostle will do, but you can add Aether Gust. If you go with a heavy creature deck where creatures are very big, but it has its situations, but the deck actually runs really well. So let's go ahead, let's test out the deck. Like I said, I mentioned it before, it's not that hard to use. It's really easy, and again, it's a deck that you guys can go ahead, build up in arena, and you guys can go straight to play either rank if you guys want to rank up, or you guys can just play normal Magic in the other events. Like that you can get ahead and see if you can find the lands that you need. So let's see who is our opponent. Let's see, what deck are we going against? Okay, so this hand I would not stay with, but in the fact that there's a lot of cycling, we can actually do triggers for this one. It will be turn 1, turn 2. Actually, we can do like turn 1, 2, then yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going against a flying deck. Let's go ahead, play that. At least we got more mana, that's good. No, no bueno. Okay. Next turn, we will play Flourishing Fox. We can start making our tokens. Plus, we can do a lot of damage in the next couple of turns. Okay, this is good. Play Flourishing Fox. Don't make a mistake like I've mostly done, that I go ahead and cycle the card that I actually do need. Okay, so we got our... Let's go ahead and cycle that card, one more card. We have our friend here. Then we can use this card. Target creature you control, fight target creature you don't control. So we can go ahead and fight the Sea Dasher. Or him. Yeah, let's go ahead and block. Now that he doesn't have that creature that give pumps him, we have a slight chance. Because the thing is that we don't have that much hit. But sure, he can get that card. Let's go ahead, cycle him. This is not good, guys. This is not good at all. Okay, let's go ahead, block here. We're gonna receive 5 damage. Okay. Trigger. That is not that bad at all. He should block, probably, I don't know. There's always that high chance if people don't block. I do recommend that he does, because he doesn't know that I have 2 of the Zenith players. Even though we're okay with mana, we can use 1 of them. We can block 2 creatures, so we can block the 2 highest ones. So remember when I mentioned about defending Clarion? So defending Clarion is okay. No, not blocked. 2. Oh, let's take 4 damage. Okay, so let's go ahead, waste a blue, cycle. Go ahead and attack. Okay, if we draw 2 more cycling cards, we win. Because we have 2 blockers, at least we can block the 3 toughness ones, the 3 power ones, and we're kind of good. Actually, we should block the one that's 4. It's whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield. Okay. Okay, block here, block him. We're gonna receive 5, 6, 7 damage. Okay. Sadly, this is not going to save us. Okay. The best that we can do right now is, the thing is, if I don't gain life, I am completely, utterly going to lose. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack with our friend next. See if he double blocks. Probably he didn't. Yeah, let's go ahead. Zenith Flare for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 creatures in the game. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh no. Oh boy. Block here, so we're gonna be receiving 2, 4, 6. We're receiving 10 damage. the bad part is that the card that would have saved us was this one. Okay. Now we can't do nothing about it. Let's just activate the ability. Ah, there was the card that we needed, guys. Why? Not gonna attack. We're not gonna make this game. We're not gonna win. So, but at least you guys can get the idea. The idea is the more that you cycle, the better Zenith Flare gets, and the bigger it gets. If we would have drawn this one turn, at least the turn before, when we cycled twice, we would have gotten better. You know, we would have won. But here's the thing, guys. So now you see that the more you guys cycle, the better. The more you guys cycle cards, the better Zenith Flare gets. If you guys saw, the consistency was very good and very well, even though we started with a okay hand. But if you guys saw, Improbable Alliance did its job creating those 1/1 fairies like that we can chunk block the flyers. The two cards would have made the difference. If we would have drawn Footfall Crater before when we got our opponent to 1 life, it would have been a major difference. If we would have drawn Zenith Flare, would have been great as well. If we would have drawn Dranith Stinger and then have a card for cycling like that, we can do that one Tinsy Wincy damage, that would have been awesome. You know, there was a lot of things that it would have been awesome if we would have drawn them. But Magic is a very randomized, you know, setting. If we would have been sideboarding against that deck, I would have put in the Defending Clarion and Glass Casket, Scorching Fire, but probably I would just put Defending Clarion and the Glass Casket or Dragonfire, one of those 3 cards, due to the high volume of creatures. Glass Casket can actually work against those Lord cards like the bird that gives a 1/1 to all flying creatures. And Scorching Dragonfire as well can defeat that creature. Defending Clarion is a board wipe that can reset everything. That would have been amazing. Plus the whole that we could have made our Flourishing Fox lifelink, hit him for 10, we would have gotten 10 life back. But guys, this is the budget deck for Jeskai cycling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys can play more Magic the Gathering Arena. If you guys want to play with me, just tell me in the comments below. Remember, let's get this video to 10 likes and share this video if you guys actually love this video. Plus, we're going to do more deck techs in the future, and we're going to have both ways, budget and non-budget decks. So keep gaming, stay respawning. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like that you guys can see more MTG Arena content and more videos to come. Bye bye.